Hello, everyone, and welcome to our monthly live on here on IminiWealthTV. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our monthly live here on IminiWealthTV. My name is Lolaowokoniran. I am the founder and CEO of iminiwealthgroup. We are an online financial educational platform and financial services provider for individuals, families, and businesses. We are so excited to have you here. And today is our monthly live Q&A session for the month of February. Welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for taking time out on a Saturday morning to join us on this call. Trust me, you won't regret it. At this time, would love to hear from our viewers and welcome you all. So if you could please type your name and maybe your city where you're joining us from, would appreciate it. Please type it in the comment section below. So please introduce yourself. Would love to acknowledge all our viewers joining us on this call this morning. Use the comment section on your screen, on my screen. Would love to see where you're all dialing in from. Please don't be shy. We'd love to engage you on this call. It's a Q&A session, so this is expected. So please post your comments. Post your comments. Yes, we are live. Everyone joining, and please share. Thank you, Alexia, dialing in from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Thank you so much for joining us. Please share and introduce yourself. Would love to acknowledge you. It's a Q&A session. We're here to empower one another and learn more about love in the aspect of money. Yes, this is going to be a fun topic today. So as we're waiting for other people to join in, please take a few minutes to share the link, invite everyone and anyone to join us today. If it's worth listening to, then it's worth sharing. We are live on all our social media platforms, YouTube, IminiWealthTV, and on Facebook, Instagram, iminiwealthgroup. So please share. I can't overemphasize on this. Would love to engage our guest speaker this morning, who has who has honored our invitation this morning. And if you've not already, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, IminiWealthTV, to be part of an amazing community of subscribers. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Share this video and hit the like button to support us. That's very important. So please share on your screen, on my screen. As you're dialing in, there's a comment section there. Please introduce yourself. Don't be shy. Would love to acknowledge everyone on our call today. Thank you, Alexia from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Emanuela on here from Stone Mountain. Georgia is in the house today. Thank you for joining. Anyone else from other cities? Introduce yourself. Oh, Miss Pope. Awesome. Minister Dolores Pope. Awesome. It's going to be a fun morning. Thank you all. So please join and introduce yourself and share. I can't overemphasize on that. It's going to be a very great morning here on IminiWealthTV. And as we're sharing the links and waiting on other people to join us, to all our book lovers out there, Imini Wealth readers, Remember, the book for February is The Psychology of Money, by Morgan Housel. Yes, I would love to encourage everyone to join us on our reading challenge this year to read one book for each month. And at the end of the month, we'll upload a review on that book, just to engage ourselves and to empower ourselves this year, learning more about money, about our finances, and other areas of leadership as we journey on for this year. And as we're waiting for other people to join in, again, please share, and invite. Our guest speaker is ready and he's on fire for us this morning. I'll be bringing him on shortly. So today's topic is money in relationships. So whether you're single, you're dating, you're married, you're a parent or a child, this episode, you do not want to miss it. It's not just about marriage and dating. We're going to talk about all categories of relationships, money in relationships, in parenting, in with singles, with dating, with marriage. So please share and invite your friends and family to come and join in. So grab your notepads, get yourself ready, situated. Would love to get questions from you on the platform as well, on the comment section. Again, remember to share and hit that like button. So we have a guest speaker today, like I said earlier, and like the flyer stated, shows, who is a relationship expert today. Dr. Kwame Frimpong, the founder of letsloveright.com. I call him the Love Doctor. Dr. Kwame Frimpong, PhD in counselor education, nationally certified counselor, mental health clinician. Dr. Dr. Kwame Frimpong is a licensed professional counselor, LPC, a well-respected relationship expert with special emphasis on sexual intimacy, emotional intimacy, and communication. Dr. Kwame earned his PhD degree in counselor education with supervision at Liberty University. And currently, Professor Kwame teaches at different schools: Montreat University, North Carolina, Pentecostal Theological Seminar, the Church of God, Tennessee, and All Nations University, Ghana, West Africa. He is an associate pastor at All Nations Church, Atlanta, Georgia, under the leadership of Bishop Frank Ofosu-Appiah and Pastor Mary Ofosu-Appiah. He's the author of the book, Finding Him, Finding Her, a practical guide for Christian dating, and the founder of Let's Love Right, a Christian coaching platform that empowers people to love right, date right, and marry well. He is a trained sex therapist and porn addiction therapist and founder and CEO of Let's Love Right. Since 1989, Pastor Dr. Kwame has been in full-time ministry teaching extensively in Africa, Europe, and the United States. Hundreds of individuals and families have benefited from both his pastoral and family counseling work. Kwame Frimpong TV ministry Breakthrough Today has been seen in 200 countries and 100 million homes in the US through the World TV network. His upbeat motivational messages include 4 books: The Healing of the Heart, Overcoming Offenses, It's Not Your Fault, Breaking Through the Real You, 15 Laws of Breakthrough, and Eat the Colors, Stop the Killers, which has blessed many and continues to be a blessing. Dr. Kwame and his wife, Mary, just celebrated their 30 years of marriage and are blessed with 3 daughters. Please visit him at letsloveright.com. And with a warm welcome, let's give a warm welcome to. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. On the comment section, please do well to hit the like button and some thumbs up, some high fives. Let's engage him. Let's celebrate him. Let's welcome him. Let's show him some love, guys.
Hey.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. You know, let's do that. Let's engage him. Let's engage him this morning. Dr. Kwame, thank you so much. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation this morning. Thank you for taking time out to be with us today. And like I said earlier, for all our viewers out there, please, as you come in, would love to hear from you. Introduce yourself. Give us a thumbs up, if possible. State where you're dialing from, what city, what country. So please, 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 let's welcome him. And please post your questions on the platform, on the comment section as well. And I'll make sure I do my very best to address all your questions today. So please, let's engage him. Viewers, we are in for a treat today. So please stay tuned and keep sharing the link. And please post your questions, like I said earlier, in the comment section. Thank you so much, Dr. Kwame, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm actually honored and I'm pleased to be with you today. I hope and I trust God that we're going to have a treat. We're going to have a great and great informative and interactive time today. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the love is coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Mary Nayono, thank you so much. Yeah. Funke Owoyomi from Oxford, Georgia. Awesome. 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 Thank you, guys. Thank you. And we have the evangelist of the doctor. She's a doctor now, she says. Evangelist BB in the house. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Doris Sower from Loganville. Okay, thank you guys. So please let's keep sharing and posting your comments in the comment section, and I'll do well to ask them. So we have a few questions here, Dr. Kwame. And
Okay.
again, thank you so much for joining us today. One more time, we do appreciate you taking time out to honor our invitation here today. Um, the first question.
Okay.
Um, to our viewers out there, we're talking about relationships. It's not just dating, it's not just marriage, it's relationships in general, money in relationships. The first question we have here is talking about family here.
Mhm.
When is the best time to move out of my parents' house after school? Yes.
Wow. When is the best time to move out after school? That's
Yes.
a very good one. That is highly important. So my advice is that after high school, you are not mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally ready to be on your own. So I do not encourage people to move out after high school. Now, after college, it's negotiable. I do think that after college, a person is, matured or maturing to get ready. But there's some things I want to talk about. So high school, I don't encourage, but after college, I think it is good because one of the blessings, Miss Laura, one of the blessings as we as parents
Mhm.
is launching out. We call it launch out,
Mm,
launching out your children. It's a blessing that you don't keep them. We don't want to baby them forever. They need to go out there, stretch their wings, and see if they can fly.
mm.
Although it is not the moving, but it is how you move. It is
Yes.
how you move. All of us left the nest, but how you move out is critical.
Mm,
Uh, let me share with you some few things. Number one, it starts with talking and thinking. Once they get 18, they are tired. They don't want to stay home. They want to move out. They
mhm,
are ready and all that stuff. But then when they begin to want to move out, they enter into what we call adulting depression. Because sometimes they realize, wow, really, bills and this, hey, maybe I'm not ready yet. They begin to run into that mental
mhm,
stuff because they are preparing, but they are also feeling
mm,
frightened about the moving out. And then they get into evaluating and planning, where they're going to say, you know what, maybe I need to stay with my parents' house. Maybe I need to save up. Maybe I need to look at this. Maybe I need to look at that. Maybe I need a stable job. I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready. Now, by age 27, a lot of people who live with their parents feel like they are too old to stick around with their parents. Um, So globally, but right now, globally, young people are staying home longer than the previous generation
Hmm.
because they are marrying late. You know, people are marrying late now because of all the things they hear, the thing that is happening. They don't want to enter into any marriage right now. Ladies are getting their own job and career and want to make sure that they have something that they can stand on if marriage does not work. Men are, are interested and concerned about job security.
Hmm.
But then they are staying home longer. Now there's an advantage and disadvantage of staying longer in your mother's home, in your parents' home. Let's talk about the disadvantage. When they stay home and they don't contribute to the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
It puts
Mm-hmm.
pressure on the parents. Because oftentimes when they are home, they don't really contribute. They don't clean, they don't, not everybody do that, but most time they don't contribute to grocery, and it cause emotional problems. It can even separate, it can drive a wedge between them and the parents. They don't help out in their home, and it becomes a big challenge. But the advantage is that, number one, when they stay home longer, it produces more bonding between them and the parents positively. It creates such a very great bonding for the future. Because when that bonding is made in future, once people become old, the bonding is so strong they can come around and also support the elderly people. So that is one of the major advantage. And that advantage is that when they stay home and they are saving up, they are planning very well, they are being more strategic, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes in the nest more comfortable and well prepared. So that's that. So there's no answer, but I discourage moving out
Mm.
after high school. Thank
I
you.
see. Okay. So you discourage moving out before high school is what you
Oh,
mean?
before I
Before
yes.
high
So
school.
I discouraged moving out before high school, or right after high school. Because that is how
Okay.
you are 18 years old. You are just 18 years old. And, psychologically speaking, you are not ready. Financially, you're not ready. Emotionally, you're not ready. The relationship that you are moving, or maybe you are going to go out, you have your job and all that. If you have, after 18, I don't know how many people have jobs. And I don't know
Mm.
how much stability you can sense that job can produce. So
Yep.
before high school, during high school, I would really encourage you. But again, it's not a law, but wisdom that
Mm.
gets you get ready emotionally and mentally, financially
Awesome.
before you do it.
Thank you. Next question here. My parents are making me pay rent. It's kind of links up to what you're saying.
Yes,
My
yes.
parents are making me pay rent and contribute to the home bills. How long do I have to do this?
You have to do this all year long until you move
Mm.
out. you know, it is a financial responsibility culture
Mhm.
that you are establishing in yourself.
Mm.
Not every
Yes.
parent ask their children to pay bills. Some parents, what they do is that they let them pay, and what they don't know is that when they're moving out, they give all the money back to them. Parents are smart. Parents love you. They have an idea. But when you are doing this, you are establishing a culture. Because guess what? If you
What?
haven't been consistently paying rent, and boom, you get your own apartment or your own house.
Mm-hmm.
And every month, for the first time, if you don't take care, you say, hey, wow, what's going on? So you'll be better off establishing this culture, this mindset, this part of your life once you are in your parents' home. And then once you move out, it's
Mm-hmm.
just part of you already.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Thank you so much for that
You're welcome. Yeah.
response there. So next question here. How can we set money boundaries with family and friends? And what's the importance of setting boundaries?
Wow. Can you
So
explain this further? Can you explain this further for me? I understand, but keep going.
uh so I believe this question is asking more about maybe you have a family of friends or someone in close to you that
Mhm.
keeps asking for money
Yeah.
or
Yes.
financial help. Where
Mhm.
do you set the boundary?
Mm.
Because as an individual, you also want to make sure that you have some form of security for
Yes.
yourself, or
Mhm.
especially if you're the breadwinner, you
Yeah.
have emergency funds. set aside for in case such emergencies come up.
Yes.
So, but when you have family and friends, especially if you have this family member that
Mhm.
every time,
Yes.
they always find themselves in financial situations, how do you set boundaries? I
This is
guess, yeah,
very, very, very,
that's
very,
my understanding of that question. Yes.
yeah, that's a very, very important, and it can even be sensitive, uh,
Mhm.
because when we have to be loving, we need to share what we have. We need to support people in need, whether friends or families. But
Yes.
you also want to ensure that people are not taking advantage of you.
Mm,
It's
mm,
Christianity doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't make us stupid.
mm.
We
Yep.
we got to walk in wisdom, you know.
Yes.
So sometimes when people once, especially when people borrow money from you, they have
Mhm.
already borrowed 300, they didn't pay. Then they borrow 400, they didn't pay. Now they want to borrow $1,000. How do you think? How do you think that's gonna work? And so if it does not work and you keep calling them, they don't take your phone calls because they are already worried about the situation. When they
Mm,
see you, they don't even so. And if it's happening in the church, even that is even worse, and it
mm,
causes a lot of problems, you know. So what I tell people is, sometimes you can trust a person, and really give the money to the person, 1,000, 2,000. Sometimes it can be even me, and give them money. But if the money doesn't return, if the person
mm,
doesn't return the money,
mhm.
the person's integrity is at stake right now. And
Yes.
you cannot trust the person for that. So the next time he wants me to borrow him $1,000 or
Mm,
$1,000, I can say, you know what? Why don't you take 150 and
mm,
don't bring it back?
wisdom.
Yeah, don't bring it back. And I do think that in that way, you don't owe anybody. They don't owe you. You don't owe them to return the
Mm,
money. They don't owe you. And get that, and you're going to be free. But
yes.
to so financial boundaries is so important. It will protect the friendship. It will protect the family.
Mm,
It will protect it, because if not, it will bring a wedge between us. Because if you are not paying, trust is a problem. And the
mm,
next time you come and say, you know what, because I didn't pay, why you don't trust me? Things
mm.
happen, and things happen. It is true. Life happen,
Yeah.
and that causes problems in the relationship. So that's what I would do. You want to give out something that don't pay back. But when it comes to borrowing, you really want to do that with a higher level of wisdom.
It's true.
So boundaries, and how important it is to set money
Mhm.
boundaries. Money boundaries protect the relationship. It
Yes.
protect the friendship. It,
Yes.
it, it brings security. It
Mm,
keeps us long. I mean, it keeps us going. Because when
mhm,
the money issues come in, then
mm,
it can really separate us apart.
mm. That's very true. It keeps up growing. I have a friend that who is a celebrity,
Mhm.
and a millionaire as well. So for him, each time he gets family members or friends come borrow money from him, automatically the relationship always dies.
Yeah.
So anytime he has a friend or family member coming to borrow money from him, he just says to his wife, "Yeah, that there goes another friend. We just lost another."
We just lost another friend.
So to them, but they have this struggle of they want to help, but it's consistently the same individuals, and then when they borrow, they don't pay back. And to your recommendation, your advice, give them that money, give them what you can afford, and don't look back,
Don't look back. Don't look back.
which is very important.
Yeah,
Yes.
I encourage people, even myself. I tell my wife all the time that part
Yeah.
of our finance
Mhm.
management is to create giving account,
Yes.
money that we're going to give to friends and
Mhm.
outside of our tithe and church, so that every year we will look back and say, hey, this year we
Mm,
give out
mm,
5,000, 3,000, and all that. So baby shower, other things, people in need. Hey, Pastor Kwame, do you remember me? I'm your friend in Africa.
yeah.
Pastor, it's not good. Oh, life is hard.
It's hard. It's hard. You know, and one thing I would say from a financial expert, to anyone going through this challenge is, if you have someone that is consistent like that, you might want to have a conversation with them,
Yes.
or help them, or refer them to a financial planner,
Mm-hmm.
in that would help them through their finances and budgeting and saving and planning for such emergencies. So
Mm-hmm.
they have a backup in the event something comes up that they need that financial
Yeah.
assistance. So instead of you, it's more like you're feeding into their need every time they come in, because they know you always be there to help them. So they might not want to take that financial responsibility of seeing or doing what is needed about their finances, and having a plan to save, to invest, to have enough funds to live within their means, which is
Mm.
very important. I have a 2 video YouTube page on money habits. What is your financial
That's
DNA?
good.
That really speaks to your habits
Mm-hmm.
and how you use money.
That's
Yeah,
good.
as an individual. Yes. I have
Before
just
you go, that is why people must come to you and talk to you about what we just said. Oh, yeah, yeah. Honestly,
yes.
because if you don't understand that, I had a phone call from my brother on my father's side, and almost I noticed almost every month he'll call me, brother. It's not good, oh, it's not good at all. So one day he called me, and so I parked my car and said, let me send this, let me talk to this guy, let me really put something
Mm,
in his head. you
yes.
know He
Mhm.
didn't like what I said, but I said, "You drive me crazy, brother. You would driving me crazy, okay?"
Yeah.
So I said some things to him, and it is true that every now and then we really need to do some hard talk. So, and people have to come to you, Imini Wealth Group LLC, to learn some things that we can share with people, so that we are not only giving them, but we are also giving them ideas and
Yeah.
solutions, practical solutions that they can use. Thank you.
Correct. Yes, thank you so much. So like, to our viewers out there, just a quick reminder, please post your questions on the platforms. We on all the social media platforms. We do have some questions coming in, but just a reminder. And if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IminiWealthTV, this is a great time to hit that button to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button to support us. Thank you so much. The next question I have here is focusing on the singles. Singles out there. When is the best time to have the money talk in a relationship?
Yesterday, the best time is yesterday. The best time is yesterday.
Awesome.
Because this here's what I tell people, that I'm coining something, that I'm a phrase that God gave me, is called pre-dating coaching. That is that once you begin to date, you need a coach. And I'm
Mm,
saying that why? Because if you don't talk about the money thing in the relationship from the beginning,
mm,
everybody is working on assumption.
mm,
Maybe my girlfriend has a lot of money. Oh my goodness, this guy is millionaire, or this is going on here. So we really want to sit down and establish some ground rules regarding money. And
mm,
and during this time, people are trying to, I need $100, I need $200, I need this, and I need that, and I don't even know who you are. I don't know who you are.
true.
I don't know who you are. Your relationship with money, I don't know. And if I'm giving you money again and you're not paying it back, and I want the money, you tell me that you're not going to be a good wife or a good husband, and I need the money you're not giving to me. That is why we need to talk about this yesterday.
Hmm. Worry.
Because if we get confused, you're going to assume something about me, which is not, that's not what it is. Because we are not couples. We are not couples.
Mm-hmm,
So we really want to establish this, how we want to do that, how money is going to transfer,
mm-hmm.
what we're going to talk about, and how we do it. We must discuss it with somebody or the two of you. So that will be my answer. Short
Yeah,
answer.
that's good feedback. Thank you so much for that response.
Mhm,
Um, we have a good question here, focusing more on family now.
mhm.
I love my children and spouse, but they like to spend money a lot. I'm worried. I'm worried they'll sell all my assets and squander it all when I'm dead. Please
Wow.
advise.
Why is the person concerned about after he's gone or she is gone? I would wish you want to see that they are doing well with money once you are alive. So maybe you can point them in the right direction,
Mhm.
and you are worried after that. Maybe the person has great assets. But I will answer the question in two ways. Number one is legal way. I do think that you can talk to a lawyer to give some stipulations concerning how your assets is going to be utilized, used, or divided. For example, if you have a 16-year-old, and I hear people say, they can say, hey, you have $40 million when you turn 52.
Mhm.
You have full access to this asset when you turn 68.
Mhm.
I think that legal stipulations like that will help people to think. uh,
Yes.
that is very important. So I would refer the person to talk to a lawyer. Also talk to um, Lola about, hey, these are things that I'm considering. What
Mhm.
is the legal advice I can have when
Mhm.
But as a counselor, I will sit down with my children and I will let them know my concerns. And that is how I will approach this question.
Yeah, thank you for that. And to add on there, you explained it all, but this individual will need to, yes, talk to a financial planner, advisor like myself. We would need to help in educating those kids, because you
Mhm,
need to start teaching them about money.
mhm,
It's never too young to start the children. You want to really start them early on, and when they begin to form those habits, it becomes natural.
mhm,
In terms of meeting with a lawyer, this individual needs a good estate planning process to be
mhm.
implemented. So yes, we do have those services that we can also
Wow, that's
offer.
good.
Yes, with here in Mini World Group. So it's gonna be great. Everyone, according to the US law, that owns a car in their name, you have money in your bank account, automatically you have an estate. By law, you are required, and it is highly recommended to at least have a legal document called a will
Mhm.
in place. So, and then if you have more, like, house to your name, you want to consider doing a trust. But again, not to take too much time
That's good.
on that,
I
please.
like that. That's amazing.
Yes. Thank you so much. So another question I have here is focusing on, well, back to the singles. He won't marry me until I pay off my credit cards.
Wow.
Um, he won't marry me until I pay off my 45,000 credit card debt. Yes. Please advise. 45,000. Yes.
He won't marry me until I pay my 45,000
5,000.
US dollars. Otherwise, the marriage is just not happening. He won't marry me until I pay off my
45,000
45,000 credit card, not student loan, credit
credit.
card. Please advise.
Yeah, credit card. Yeah.
You know, as I look at this question, I see that there's a lot of things that I don't know about this question.
Mm, mm.
If a man, when a man love a woman, he will give. Oh, my voice is not helping me. I need some voice training. You know,
You see, guys, I told you, I call him the love doctor for a reason. So,
if you love a woman, if you love a woman,
uh-huh.
I mean, you really, really, really love a woman. What is $45,000 credit card?
You should pay it off, right?
Just pay it off. just, just to pay it off. So I don't know why this is going to be an issue. It is an honor that I'm going to marry somebody and the person has a 45,000 credit card. I'll pay it off. And then she and I are going to call IminiWealthTV and say, hey, we need some help around here. Talk to us. We don't want to get into credit cards. Sister, let me tell you something. What I have seen in America, I've been here about 30 years now. One thing I have seen, credit cards
Mm-hmm.
it's a snake. Now,
Mm,
it's good for business, it's good for emergency if you need to, but if you don't take care, credit card will just snake your life. That's how I feel
yes,
it. Because every
exactly.
company, it's a 10% off. You go to Walmart, hey, 15%, Home Depot, whatever. And before you know, you have 15 credit cards.
Yep.
And then once you begin to pay it off, When you get to the middle, oh, you have a good credit. Hey, another one here, boom. Another one here, boom. Another one here, boom. Another one here, boom. They will never let you go.
Yes, they will never. That's how they get you.
But this back to this question. So,
Yes.
if I love a woman or I love a man, and the man has $45,000, and I'm able to pay, or I'm able to sell that, I'll do something about it. But the problem becomes, for me, it is not the figure 45, but the attitude.
Bingo.
It is the attitude the individual has with this figure is what I'm worried about.
Yes.
Maybe the person just is suspended. There's no plan for the future. There's nothing for the future. Then I am concerned.
Yep. The habits.
It's a habit.
The
So that
money habits. Yes.
is a money habit that the individual have to look at. So if somebody says, I will not marry you until you pay $45,000, maybe the person is tired.
Hmm.
Maybe the person is tired. Maybe the person is concerned that
Hmm.
immediately after we paid off, there will be another one, another
Hmm.
100,000, another 200,000, another 300,000. So the person is going to be, and it is a legitimate concern,
Yes.
because credit card money has wings, and money is powerful, and money gives you freedom. So credit card, you just boom, credit card, you just keep going, you just keep going, you keep going. It's gonna catch up on you, and it will bring you down to your feet,
Mm,
because the Bible says. Anyway, I'll talk about that. So that's it. Thank you, sir. So
thank
thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that feedback. Another question here. Great one in my opinion. Is talking, is talking about okay, here we go.
Okay.
Is it okay to assist my boyfriend? I think it's the flip of the other question.
Yes.
So, is it okay to assist my boyfriend with his financial problems?
Mm.
I am worried because it is becoming more frequent and is affecting my financial goals.
Is it okay? It's more than okay. It's This is a serious concern that you should have.
Hmm.
Marriage is meant to increase us.
Hmm.
It's not meant to decrease us. So when we are coming together to form or to consider getting married, and our coming together is taking me to debt,
Hmm.
then I got to be concerned.
Yep.
And it is not one time. It's again and again and again and again and again. We don't even have children yet. We don't live together yet. And now this money thing is a big anxiety. It's causing
Hmm.
anxiety, stress, and it's really affecting me. I think you should be concerned. I will talk to a coach,
Hmm.
and I will not give money anymore. I will not give money anymore. The issue becomes, if you don't give money, then I'll dump you. I don't want to love you anymore. This is how you are, and all that. Please find in your heart to move on if that becomes necessary, because it's not going to be healthy.
Yep.
Thank
Miss Doris says no, it's not okay.
you. It's
No,
not.
it's not okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right. Yeah. Next question here. Mm, okay. I think this is related to the last question.
Yeah.
I love my boyfriend, but he's bad at money. He keeps making debt. I think he keeps I think accruing debt.
Yeah.
And I always helped him out. But now I'm so tired. What should I do in this case?
So first of all, stop giving the money. Stop giving the money. Yeah. Just get ready for the outcome of it, because he may say something. He may say, I don't love you anymore. I'm going to go out there and do all kinds of things. Money is part of our lives, and it helps us live our life comfortably. And so if the person is not handling money well,
Mhm.
and he keeps doing this just like the same thing, it's going to put a lot of pressure and sadness over the two of you, and
Hmm.
the relationship is not going to work. I'm telling you, it will not work in the future. It will not work, because you wake up with a high debt like Mountain Everest. How
Hmm.
you can't even sleep? You can't sleep. I love you, but we money is so an issue. So
Hmm.
I will stop giving. I will tell the person we need to talk to Miss Lola. We need to talk to a financial person to advise us. And if the person says no, nobody can advise me, no, then we are going to end the relationship. You'll
Yep.
be better off ending during dating than divorce.
Mm.
Always it's better ending during dating. I have a friend, he says, you think counseling is expensive? Try divorce. You'll be better off ending it right now, because once you get into marriage, it will tear you emotionally and
Mm.
mentally and psychologically. So
Mm.
if it's not working, end it right now.
Mm. So would you say this is in connection to setting boundaries?
This is in setting high level boundaries. Yes. Because after a while, I help him out, but now I'm so tired. It looks like the person who is asking this question is very tired, and worn out. And so you really want to tell the person that oftentimes one is a spender and one is a saver. And
Yes.
sometimes too in life, like I said, people take advantage. Oh, and my girlfriend or my boyfriend. Oh, let me. Hey, I need. Can I get $100? Hey, tomorrow can I get this? And then it takes you, the person. I will. But Jesus says something. He says, "Do not put the what the pills before the swine." And you really want to be careful with what is happening. Thank you.
Just run for your dear life.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good. Good engagement there. Good one. So another question here. This is shifting off of singles. Well, this is for singles as well. So it says here, my boyfriend doesn't care about money. Will I ever feel secure?
I think you may not feel secure.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I wish I can say, oh, don't worry, you're gonna feel. And I'm telling you, you're gonna pay bills, you're gonna pay rent, you're gonna pay mortgage, you're gonna do grocery, and those little children who are coming out too are coming out. You're gonna have to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Money plays a huge role. Jesus says you can't serve God and money. That means next to God is money.
Yes.
Next to God is money. You
Yes.
don't. So if my boyfriend doesn't care about money, I would like the person to qualify what I don't care about money. That maybe the person doesn't care about, I have money or no money, I will be fine, don't worry about it, you're not gonna be here, really,
Mm.
we're gonna have to worry about it, and you're not gonna feel secure,
Yeah.
because the person's attitude and actions on the ground when it comes to money is
Mm-hmm.
not secure, and it will ultimately affect the union. So you're not going to feel secure. That is why you need to talk to a financial individual like Laura right here, and ensure that you have some conversation, a good conversation. You're not going to attack him or blame him or accuse him, but you say, hey, honey, I love you, but I think that our finances, we need to talk to somebody to help us know how to care for money, because it is an important part of our life.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Don't you, on your platform, Let's Love Right, I
Mhm.
think the singles that are posing these questions, they do need to visit our website and take advantage of the resources you have on there too.
That is,
Would you,
yeah,
yeah, so
it is.
please speak to that. Yeah.
So, I realized that after 30 years of counseling in a church, from Ghana, Africa, and Europe, I mean, the US, and this is my 5th year of offering professional counseling. If
Hmm.
there's one thing I can say about marriage, is that people do premarital counseling is too late.
Hmm.
It's just too late. People wait, and when 3 months before, oh, we want to marry next month, we need to have some counseling. Oh, we want to marry. Really? You're going to marry next month and you want to do counseling today? And then you
Hmm.
schedule and the person is not available, and then boom, you marry? No. When do I need a counseling? You need a counseling before you met him and before you met her.
Hmm.
Really? Yes. That's what I call pre-dating coaching. Before I
Yes.
even started coaching, I need counseling for myself to develop the
Hmm.
mindset, to understand this dating scene, to understand how to choose, to understand how to make decisions, to understand how to operate. I need to have that right now. I don't have to wait. Because when they come together, your emotions is already gone. Once your
Hmm.
emotions is already gone, what are you gonna do?
Hmm.
That's why, see, I said when I was going to buy a car and they told me, hey, Mr. Frimpong, you want a test drive? I don't want a test drive. How much does the car cost? I want to know how much it cost before I put my emotions in the car. You're not gonna
Yep.
gonna show me the car and tell me, hey, you press this one here, it goes this, and this one it goes here. So the reason why I'm telling people is that once you get to the our side, let's laugh, right, and begin to get understanding of what we offer. The whole key is get some wisdom before you get some dating going on in your life. It will help you.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Get some wisdom. Get some wisdom, guys. Premarital, yes. Get some
Pre-
wisdom.
Predating coaching, yes, we need
Dating
predating
coaching.
coaching.
Dating
You know,
coaching. Get some wisdom. Awesome. Awesome. Um, we have a question here from Emanuela from YouTube. Um, Kwashe, it is necessary for a newlywed husband and wife to combine. I think she's asking for that. Is it necessary
yeah.
for a newlywed husband and wife to combine their finances when they get married and create a joint bank account? Is it advisable?
Wow, that's this one for me. Every question we have asked is important. This one is a core. This one is a core. When it comes to whether we're going to have joint account or individual account, it's a
Mhm.
very, very necessary question that we need to ask. And
Yes.
there are several things I want to share to this question. I can even talk for about 2 hours on this
Mm,
question alone. First of all, it depends upon the two people who are married. It depends upon the two of you, because everybody have what I call what money mean to them.
mm,
What is money to me may not be what is money to you. So that's a very important. How I grew up and how I understand money is critical.
mm.
Number two,
Yep.
where is my heart? When it comes to when it comes to relationship, where is my heart in this particular relationship? The Bible says, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be." So money determines where my heart goes. Money determines where my heart goes. How Number three, how do we care for each other? It's so important. How do we care for each other? All these determine why I'm saying this is because if you put all the money together and you do joint account and one
Mhm,
person doesn't care for you or the things that you care about in your life, then
mhm,
when you need support, maybe your mother or support for your uncle or your brother, that other
mhm,
party is not going to support.
mm,
So that determines whether we're going to do joint accounts or individual. Now, if you ask me personally, my wife and I have never had individual account. Okay. Since we married 30 years, we are always, everything we own is for us.
mhm,
That is how we operate. Our tithes, our giving, our everything is together. So we do everything together. And then if we have to support each family, we do it again. We do the same thing together. But you have
mm,
to know the personality of the person you are married to.
mm,
I'm telling you.
mm,
Because some people want to get all the money into their home and they don't play fair at all. They don't play fair. So when that
mm,
happens, one person gets offended. And guess, I remember one individual in Europe, my mother tells
mm,
me, everything was one. He and his wife, actually, the man was actually making a lot of money,
mm.
and and he sent a lot of money to the wife family through the wife. So
Okay.
when the family got the money, it wasn't in the name of the husband, it was in the name of the wife.
Wow.
So as far as the family was concerned,
The
their
wife was.
daughter married a stupid man who doesn't care about the family.
Hmm,
Now the man didn't know that for years. He even built a house for the family, but it
hmm,
all comes through the wife to the family. So the family thought our sister, our daughter, So one day the man went to Ghana, and what he heard
hmm,
traumatized him.
hmm,
It traumatized him, and the divorce happened because he was completely disappointed in his wife and in the family because he heard that as for our son-in-law, he is very, 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 very useless.
hmm.
Okay, so these things are very important. Consider the personality of your spouse. Consider where the money, where your understanding of money is, and think about the best way. For me, there's no other way that I operate and my wife that we'd always do joint, but you need to consider what you are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Follow-up question there. Is it possible for someone's money habits to change along the way in a marriage?
Can you throw more light to that?
So you're dating and the individual is a saver. He's good with money. He's pays his bills on time, and then down the line in marriage, he is it's two ways. It's either he's more stiff with money,
Yeah.
or he changes and he's a spender.
Yes.
Is that possible?
It's possible because money changes us. Some people say money magnify us. And
Okay.
money, power, position changes us. It magnifies us. It either change you or magnify you.
Hmm.
Like, for example, if God makes you, Miss Lola, a millionaire, do you think you will change?
I am a millionaire already. I
Amen.
haven't changed.
Do you think, if God makes me a millionaire, hallelujah, amen.
Amen.
How am I going to talk to my wife? Do I think I'm going to behave the same way or I will change? Hey, I don't know. Money changes. Money I magnify. Money is powerful. Money gives you freedom. Money gives you so many things. And if you don't know how to manage money, money will manage you.
Hmm. That's key. That's key. Yes.
So it's very possible that people can change. That is why all of us need accountability partners in all our
Mm.
lives. We
Yes.
all need somebody you are accountable to, so
Yeah.
that when money comes, regardless of how much it may come, you are still going to be the same person you have ever been.
Accountability partner. It's almost like you need that for every aspect of your life. If you think about it, you need someone to be accountable for in
Everything. I,
yeah.
I, I have a friend that when I began to write books and going to school and all that, almost every major decisions I make, he's in Virginia. And one day he wrote me a check for $15,000, just a gift.
Wow.
That is the level we are in. And so
Awesome.
when I'm making big decisions, I covenant with him, because not only does he love me, but he'll put money where I am.
Mm.
And so accountability is so important. Find somebody you are accountable to. Accountability is a matter of security. It's not
Awesome.
control. It's
Security. He buys into your vision.
it's so important. It will really make you stay focused, because when you get a lot of money, is you can begin to spend, or you just become selfish. Like
Mm.
I said, either way,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have money, but money have you.
You. Hmm. It's like don't let money control you, pretty much.
Don't let
You
money
control money. Yeah.
you control money. You manage money. Don't
Manage.
let money determine the relationship. Let
Yeah.
the relationship, money, whether marriage or dating, determines the money.
Yeah. And don't let money determine the kind of friends you keep around you.
No,
Yes.
let a friendship determines that. That
Yeah.
is how you put the money. You manage the money.
Mm-hmm.
That is how you manage the money.
Yeah. Because I hear this often. Money is a spirit.
It is.
Money is a spirit.
Mhm.
So you do have to control it and not the other way around. Yeah.
That's why God called it this mammon.
Mm.
Mammon. It is a
Mm.
mammon God.
Mm.
It's a mammon God. It will make you more powerful. That's why I always say, if one spouse, in fact, Bishop T.D. Jakes,
Mm-hmm.
I heard him say this a long time ago. He says, I know so many couples, it was when they became millionaire that they
Mm-hmm.
divorced. That they divorced.
Wow.
That they
Wow.
divorced.
Wow. That's eye opening. Yes.
I open is that
Eye opening.
yeah, that they divorce because somebody wants to do a business in Japan. Somebody wants to do a business. Let's say you become $10 million. You want to go to Nigeria, you want to go to Ivory Coast, or you want to go to where South America and do business. The other person, no, I want to go here. Hey, and I'm fine. We are not in agreement anymore
Hmm.
because the money is driving a wedge between us.
Between them.
But if we can manage the money, we are saving the relationship.
Hmm.
And the relationship is determine how we flow the money.
Hmm. That's very important. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Dr. Kwame. Um, So, to our viewers out there, before we take the next question, if you are enjoying this session, this video, I'd love for you to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and please share with everyone and anyone, your family, your friends, your co-workers, your enemies. I hope you don't have enemies, right? So your loved ones. And stop by Instagram and follow us there at iminiwealthgroup. We have a ton of fun over on on those platforms as well, Instagram and Facebook. So please, please, please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button here to support us here. The next question I have here is by our from My Faith TV network. Yeah, the Minister of Enjoyment.
Yeah.
At what point in a relationship do you discuss about who handles what payments in the marriage, rent, mortgage, and the likes?
Yeah. I think this question should be discussed during dating.
Hmm.
Yeah, it should be discussed during dating, because what I have found is that some people, they are different. I call it money model. Some people do joint like my wife and I do, so everything is fine. No, nobody, we don't need to discuss this. But some people also say, you know what, the man will be in charge of the mortgage,
Hmm.
okay, and my wife will be in charge of grocery. You know, some people say, well, we will divide the expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Husband will bring 70% or 60%, and my wife will bring 30%. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we can do that. So all these things are subject to be discussed. So
Yes.
money is the second issue that many couples face,
Hmm.
and no matter the arrangement you discuss, every type of arrangement you have has its downside.
Hmm.
For
Sure.
example, if we share that the money, the man will do 60% and the woman do 40%,
Mm-hmm.
no job or employment is 100% secured. You can lose your job. So let's say the man loses his job. I know somebody who lost her, the wife was doing grocery and
Hmm.
the wife lost her job. And the man said, then we're not going to eat. No, no, no. I'll pay my part. I have already paid the rent. You must do the. What do you mean? You lost your job?
Hmm.
You think I'm going to be doing the grocery? Hey, fire will burn you. In the house is fire.
Yay.
So no matter the arrangement you do, if people's attitude toward money is rough.
Hmm.
So at what time you discuss it during dating, in marriage you discuss it in the beginning. If it is a difficult conversation, get
Hmm.
a counselor, talk to somebody, and
Hmm.
that can sit you all down and share with you the different models you can use.
Hmm.
But don't get into the marriage assuming, because if you get into a marriage, somebody is assuming, okay, my wife has a lot of money, so I'm not going to worry, or my husband has. That's how the prenup people do prenup thing. Come in, yeah. So it's important that you discuss it in the beginning.
Hmm.
Instead of enjoyment, let's discuss this in the beginning of the marriage.
Yep. Thank you so much. Follow-up question to that
Okay.
from Emanuela Crochet. What is your opinion about a prenup? Because you mentioned that earlier. Is it
Yeah.
biblical and would you recommend it?
So let me talk about, is it biblical? Everything that we face is not specifically in the Bible,
Hmm.
specifically like, so I don't see, I haven't seen it. Maybe I need to do a research in the Bible. But again, um, it doesn't mean that God hasn't given us wisdom
Hmm.
to operate. Personally, I recommend prenup when it's necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, because you don't know what people are thinking. Right now I'm thinking about the situation in my mind right now. And so maybe the wife owned a company, a multi-million company, or the husband owned a multi-million company,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody wants to marry the person, and we always don't know the opinion, the agenda people have. You
True.
have no idea until we get into the covenant. It is when money come in or position come in that you
Mm-hmm.
get to know the real colors of human being and what they are in for. So it's, if you don't know the person,
Mm-hmm.
you are not sure, and you are uncertain, Like I tell my wife, if you're going to buy something and you see, don't buy it. So if you're not sure and you have a long but if you keep doing that to yourself, it means maybe something is telling you something. you know. So
Yeah.
I will discuss prenup. The person can say, "Oh, you don't trust me."
Mm.
Maybe for now I'm not sure
Mm.
because I don't know. So it is good for us to discuss prenup, and as we move on in the relationship, and I do think that I am sometimes it's not about trust, sometimes it's about comfort level. I'm
Mm.
not comfort. I'm not too much comfortable about these things that I'm getting into. So why don't we do this prenup now and build a relationship? And as we build a relationship, it becomes necessary for us to, cancel the prenup. We will. But I think that it saves us all. It protects us all. It gives us security. It helps us to really care about what we need to care about. And it can also be, it can also test the person coming in. It will test both of us.
Mm.
So if this is why we are here,
Mm.
uh, and so I think it is necessary to consider it depending upon what is happening in your life.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you know the person very well with counseling and you trust the person and you have done a lot of coaching and counseling, then you can go ahead. But I leave prenup open in my books.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You said it. I told you guys, the relationship expert. You can't go wrong on this call. So please send in your questions and in the comment section. And if you have any comments, just post them out on the comment section of your on the video. Thank you so much. We'll be wrapping up shortly. So any questions you have, please do well to post them. Here's another question. Help. This is very, yeah, help. My fiance just proposed to me. He doesn't know I have $125,000 in student loan debt. Should I tell him before or after we are married? I am embarrassed.
I First of all, I will never be embarrassed about student loan. I have about over $200,000 between my bachelor's and master's and PhD. I'll never be embarrassed about student loan. I think it is not a crime. It
Mm.
is not. It's not a credit card. It's
Mm.
not a bad behavior,
Mm.
and I call it critical transparency. Whenever you are in a relationship, there comes a time where something must be critical.
Mm.
Critical transparency. When do I uh, disclose? And I think you must disclose this as soon as possible,
Mm.
as soon as possible.
Possible.
If the person says, "What? I'm walking away," thank you so much. God bless you. Uh,
Yep.
yeah, you are welcome to leave.
Mm.
But I had to take this loan to go to school, to get
Mhm.
education for my life. So I'll go ahead and I will never be embarrassed about student loan. In fact, if I will go to school again, I will take a loan again. How many people will wish they will have the means to go to school and later on pay for it? If you have the means to pay right now, you don't have the means to pay, get a loan and go. It has really changed my life. But I have a big loan, but I thank God I went to school. I really
Mm.
do thank God.
Mm.
So don't be embarrassed. Tell the person, if the person walk away, because if you don't say that right now and the person gets to know it 1 year after the marriage, guess what is going to happen? You say, "Well, this is my own business." No, it is our business. So
Mhm.
talk to the person right now. Don't be afraid. This is not, it shouldn't cause embarrassment,
Yep.
and don't feel bad.
Yep. Transparency. Transparency is key.
It's key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank you. Um, I think okay. Going back to married couples, there is a common saying amongst women. Now, for all our viewers out there, if you don't want me to put your name on the screen, you can still send it in and just put the word confidential, and I will still post the question, but without putting your name out there. So I do have the capability to do that. But please, 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 any questions or comments, do well to put it out there. So going back to this question now,
mm,
there's a common saying amongst women, mostly. Sorry, there is this common saying women mostly think or say, "My money is my money, and your money is our money." Is it a
Wow.
good money mindset? Yes.
My money is my money,
Uh-huh.
and your money is our
It's
money.
our money. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I don't subscribe to this type of arrangement.
mm,
We shall be one, and the two shall be one includes everything. In
yes.
fact, according to focus of the family, if you really want to look at it, the traditional covenant design marriage as God made it,
Mhm.
everything is ours. Really,
Yes. Yes.
everything. Dave Ramsey, one of the best financial guy that American has ever had,
Mhm.
he believed the same way.
Mm.
It's our. The moment you begin to separate parts of us as you alone, as
Mhm.
you, it's not, we are not completely whole. We are not completely one.
Mm.
We are not one,
Mm.
especially when it comes to money. So I want to ask a person who's asking this money, what makes you say my money is mine and your money is our money? Is that a concept you learned from somewhere?
Hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think I would say this goes back to the mindset that the man is the breadwinner
Hmm.
and he should be responsible for all the upkeep of the family.
Hmm.
So, in back in the day, women were stay-at-home moms,
Yes.
raised the kids.
Hmm.
There was no source of income coming in from us, and then the man was the sole breadwinner.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think from that background is where this individual is speaking up from, and then she's a woman, and it's still your job as a man to take care of me and take care of the house.
Yeah.
But my money, I have the right to do what I want to do with my money. That's
Mm.
how I see it.
Okay. So when it comes to marriage, nobody has the right.
You see, guys, I told you. Okay, 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 okay.
Nobody has the right to anything.
Bam.
I call it ism versus weism.
Hmm.
Ism versus weism. If I get into a marriage, we are building weism, the greater we. I always say that, and I know that we are if a nation wants to attack America and they attack one state, they could. They could. But
Hmm.
if they were to attack the whole USA, it becomes difficult because of the power of this of the union.
Hmm.
Marriage is a union. It's very, very strong. Our togetherness, our mindset, our core values, and everything we share together, it's a powerful concept. And
Yes.
so that is how it's supposed to be. Now, in the beginning, God brought Eve to Adam because God said, it is not good for a man to be alone. I will bring unto him a suitable helpmate. Why do
Yes.
you say that the whole purpose of the woman
Hmm.
was to come and support? Why is your support you? If you happen to have a money, why is it yours? It's not ours. And so, whether there's a culture or traditional situation background in this,
Mm-hmm.
I think that the more we operate as one,
Mm-hmm.
the better the marriage is, and then it helps us and the future and the children. So important. So my money is my money, and your money is your money. I don't consider it to be biblically right. It's not a sound theology.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Um, well, follow-up question to this. How do you handle financial infidelity in a marriage?
So whenever you are dealing with money model, however model, whether joint or individual, or some joint, some individual, or you pay for bills and I pay for this,
Mm-hmm.
if you are also my part of the money, so some people feel like this is my part of the money, so I can do whatever I want to do with my
Mm-hmm.
part of the money. That's why I said that it becomes, now there are mistakes that happen in relationships. Mistakes do happen. That is different. But when you try to hide something from your spouse, it speaks volumes.
Mm.
It speaks volumes. Sometimes people hide. I think my wife, when she was talking to the women, she talked about some in certain times, some parents advise their children to hide some money.
Yes.
somewhere. Because, and sometimes some people hide money because the other party is pushing, and I know some cases the other party is putting all the money to his side of the family, and counseling didn't work, and advice didn't work. So now the other party says, you know what, I'm going to have some money. I can't trust the future. I can't trust the future, because the person I'm married to doesn't care about us. I see, he is here, she is there. They are doing different things that I don't know. And when I ask, I am not part of what is happening, the motive and everything, and all that. So all these cases bring problems upon the relationship.
Yeah.
That will be my answer.
Yeah.
Confidential
That is very thoughtful, though. That is very,
transparency.
yeah.
Sorry.
Also, that could be very thoughtful.
Yeah, it could be very, very helpful, and that is why, everything we do, the traditional biblical model of God is Adam and Eve. They were one. Everything they had is one, but because of selfishness and wickedness, people's eyes have to be open, and that's why someone say, if you don't hide some money, you don't have a future. This man, this woman can live your life right now. You need to put some money somewhere. So people give wrong advice, and maybe at some point it could be a good advice. Dr. Kwame, I is in versus we is in. The more the greater we become. We need a smaller eyes and a bigger we. But if the I in me is bigger, if I'm getting money and I'm thinking about myself, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm getting six figure, 500,000, 600,000. I think it is biblically wrong. I think God is unhappy for that.
Yes.
In fact, for me, however God will bless me, it's bless us. Always us will always remain we.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
I think it helps the relationship, because you don't know what will happen. You don't know whether you're going to lose your money or lose your job. You are right now. You think you are a millionaire, and so you can do whatever you want. You can lose it in a second.
Yep.
Now, when you lose it, are you coming to your wife or your husband and now say,
Sure.
I just,
Yep. The tables can be turned anytime. Yep.
can happen. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Thank you so much. Great question here from Emanuela Crochet. Is it inherently wrong to desire a partner who is more financially stable than you are? I think this for singles out there. Yep.
Wow.
That's a very good question.
Very, very good question. What I tell people, I wouldn't say financially stable than I is. Anybody can be financially stable. Opportunities in the world today is far outweigh what it had already been. That is why many years ago women stay home, but now women can have all kinds of opportunities, and men can have all kinds of opportunities. So
Yeah.
the woman too can be financially more stable than the man, or the man can financially be stable than the woman. I will not say that I'm going to pursue somebody who is more financially stable than I, but I will look for somebody who is serious in life.
Yep.
Don't tell me, I didn't finish high school, and I don't even have a job, and I don't have a job right now, and I tried this job, it didn't work, and 2 years it didn't work, and 3 years it didn't work, and 4 years it didn't work. I really,
Yep.
this is straight talk. That is not going to help us. So somebody who is serious in life, somebody who has goals. It's very possible you didn't finish high school, but you can still have some very serious goals, and you are determined, and you are stable, and you are committed, and you're doing something great with your life. Pastor Boji, thank you for watching. So you need to have life. You need to be serious and committed.
Yes.
So if you're not committed and serious, then this relationship must stop yesterday.
Yep.
When you said that you are looking for somebody who is more financially stable, maybe you are looking for a secured future. It is good for that. But my point is, you may not have somebody who is more financially than you, but the person has goals, has careers, has a job, is responsible. The person is responsible.
Yep.
and think ahead of life. That is what I'll be looking for.
Yeah, he said it all. Yeah, hands down. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Augustine Abwaje. Thank you so much for your comment on there, and Miss Doris as well. Yes, very good, Pastor Kwame. Yes, very
Thank
good.
you so much.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
Um, we're wrapping up shortly. To all our viewers out there, we have just one or two more questions, and we'll call it a day. Um, I feel this should be addressed here. My wife and I are always stressed about our family finances. How can we address this anxiety over our money issues?
Yeah, money is can be a very sensitive topic. It's like sex. Money and sex,
Mm,
my goodness. So the two things we need, but it's not always easy to talk about, not
yeah.
easy at all. So communication should be the first thing to consider in this matter. How
Mm,
do we talk to each other? How do we talk comfortably
yes.
uh, in the relationship? So I think your approach, I don't know the specific issues the person is facing,
Mhm.
but your approach, the first area is to consider your communication style, how you come across to the person. Once the communication piece is taken care of, I think we can handle this easy easily if we can communicate right, talk to a person right, but it must be addressed. So you can say things like, I feel like we need to take another look at our finances. It looks like we are not doing well, and we are still buying things. It looks like, our buying things for like clothes and shoes and things like that is something we already have. Is it possible that we can really look at this so that we can have some emergency funds
Mm,
in there? Because maybe the man is looking at some nice sneakers and buying $300 and $400, and the woman is also looking at some things and buying, and so I will not be using. I'll not go in there attacking. You always do this. You always do that, and it could be true. But I would say, like, can we sit down and look at where our money is going? If you don't know where your money is going somewhere. We just have to find out where it's going. And I think knowing where our money is going is critical. So how do
yes.
you talk and how you conflict resolution will help us address this issue.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Um, is another question here. Is my financial well-being critical to my mental well-being?
It's more than critical.
Hmm.
The Bible says the borrower is a slave to the lender.
Hmm.
Okay. So that is what I say. The money will make you more anxious. It can depress you. It can drive you crazy. And so money is so critical. So thank you so much for having me, Miss Lola.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to read this question that was sent to me personally.
Okay.
Sorry. I know in for the interest of time we went over. I apologize. But it's this is too good to just
Okay.
pass on. The question here says it's a long one. I'm gonna try to read it. Help. What would you advise an African couple to do if one decides to build a house in Africa for his or her family while they are still both struggling to pay rent, living paycheck to paycheck to pay, and have not purchased a home, and they do not have any savings for their college or for their kids' college. They have three kids in middle school and high school. What would you advise
In
for any
fact,
couple?
uh, maybe it's just too late, but before they start a project in Africa and their life here is not where it needs to be,
Mm,
is a very it's not a healthy decision making. They could have help other ways back home without um, having this major project to the
mhm,
detriment of your own family here.
mm.
And I know you care for your mother and you care for your father and where they are, but you could have done it many other ways. So let's continue this. Let's continue this, but I will not. That's not a healthy decision.
Okay. So that's all the questions we have. Let me check the comment section again. But thank you
Can
all
I
so
can
much,
I leave?
sir.
Can I go?
No, no, not yet.
Okay.
Thank you all so much to all our viewers out there. It's been a great, 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 great session. Um, Special thanks to our guest speaker on today's live session. Thank you, Dr. Pastor Kwame Frimpong, the relationship expert. I call him the love doctor. And I believe everything we spoke about today speaks to who he is and the reality of matters. When it comes to money, it's a sensitive topic, but we need to have these conversations. Please let us show our appreciation to Dr. Kwame on the comment section. Let's give some thumbs up. Let's give some heart shaped. Let's
Thank
give
you.
some love, some thumbs up, some clapping. Thank you all so much. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us today, and we do really really appreciate. And let's show some love, appreciating Pastor Kwame here today. Thank you all so much. Now, at this time, I'd love to also thank all our viewers for joining us today on our live show. Remember to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, IminiWealthTV, so you don't miss out on our weekly videos on money and finance topics. Until next time, my name is Lolaowokoniran. Please do well to share this video and like, and we'll see you in the next segment. Remain highly blessed. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you.